Hello, this is Gizmo88, and today I'm going to talk about E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo 2012. This year we're going to see Sony Computer Entertainment, we're going to see Microsoft, and we're going to see Nintendo at E3. And it's going to be really big this year because Sony just released their PlayStation Vita back in February, and Microsoft's going to do a lot of announcements with games. And Nintendo is releasing the Wii U this year, later on this year. So this is going to be a very exciting and definitely going to be a very busy E3. E3 starts in June. I will give the dates towards the end of the video. So without further ado, let's talk about Xbox. Xbox 360. There's going to be a lot of game talk this year. There's not going to be any new systems announced. Not this year. So there's going to be a lot of games. It's going to be pretty similar to last year's. There's going to be a lot of talk about the Xbox Live. There's going to be talk about the future of games for the 360. There's going to be some Kinect announcements. There'll probably even be some announcements about Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So some really good games this year. So if you're definitely a big Xbox fan, you definitely want to check out this year's E3. For the latest games and info coming from Microsoft. This is definitely going to be a little bit better this year. So Sony Computer Entertainment. This year they're going to talk about the PlayStation Vita mostly. There'll be some games just like with Microsoft, but there's going to be a lot of Vita talk. There's going to be a lot of talk about upcoming Vita games, applications, PS1 features, and added to the system, as well as other various features, software updates, all kinds of different things. It's going to be mostly Vita this year. There will be some PlayStation 3 info, but not much. So definitely, if you're a big Sony fan, you definitely want to check out this year's E3 for Sony Computer Entertainment, because it's definitely going to be a good one. However, there will not be a system announced, a PlayStation 4 announced for Sony this year. The big one, the one we've been waiting for, Nintendo. Let's talk about Nintendo. This year at Nintendo E3, we're going to hear a lot about the Nintendo Wii U. There's going to be talk about the Nintendo 3DS. There's going to be talk about the upcoming games for the Wii U. There's going to be talk about system specs, features, software, applications, as for the App Store, all kinds of different things, more than I can even get into this video. So definitely, if you're a big Nintendo fan, you definitely want to check out this year's E3. And even Microsoft and Sony fans, this one might be one you really want to check out. So definitely stay tuned for Nintendo's E3. There will definitely be more info, especially big games like Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and the Wii U. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be the greatest game out there. When it comes out, it's going to be the best. So definitely stay tuned. E3 starts on June 5th, goes through June 5th through June 7th. And it will cover, like I said, Nintendo, Sony Computer Entertainment, and Microsoft. I will post the links for it so you can come to my channel and go right to E3. Or if you're at E3, there's going to be game demos. There'll be like Wii U PlayStations, like stations you can actually play your games at, that kind of thing. So it's going to be really cool. Definitely stay tuned for it this year. It's going to be awesome, and it's definitely going to be the best thing that they're going to have. And so E3 is going to be a really big blowout this year, because there's just going to be so much. And you definitely don't want to miss Nintendo's E3, and you definitely don't want to miss Sony's E3. And Microsoft, they're going to have a lot of good stuff too, so you definitely don't want to miss Microsoft's E3. You don't want to miss E3 this year. If you get the chance, you need to watch E3 if you are a gamer. And even non-gamers. E3 is a great place to start. You can find out information about games and hardware that you may not even know about. And there's so many features packed into these systems, so it's always a great opportunity to get in, interact with other gamers. If you actually go to E3, it will be in California. I know, unfortunately, for East Coast people on the East Coast, you're going to have to go all the way to the West Coast in the U.S. So, unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Um, but anyway, definitely check out this year's E3, and like I said, I will have the links. So please subscribe and leave comments and tell me what you think about this year's E3. And thanks for tuning in.